forgot to unmute. So good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My apologies for the delay. We have a quorum, Madam the Clerk.
Yes, we do have a quorum present. We just went through roll call.
Okay, you went to the roll call already. Okay, thank you. And I have the next item. It's chair remark. I have no remark except apologize for the delay. Next item, the approval of the May 11, 2021 meeting minutes.
Move approval of the minutes.
Motion been made and supported. All those who agree signify by saying aye.
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 Oppose. Motion carries. There any unfinished business?
There is no unfinished business.
Okay, next item.
Item 1 under new business, communication from Plymouth Township Clerk Jerry Borva, forwarding a notice of a public hearing before the Plymouth Township Board of Trustees for an industrial development tax abatement for EOTech.
Move to receive and file.
Support.
Motion been made to receive and file. Any discussion and supported? Hearing none, all those who agree signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Mr. Chair,
Opposed? Yes, Mr. Anderson.
thank you. I just wondered if someone from the administration, not necessarily right at this moment, but some point down the line, if commissioners can see on these, I know this is a public hearing that we're talking about, but I'm thinking that if the abatement is given, that Wayne County is going to be contributing to that. So I think we need to sort of start keeping an eye towards these special arrangements that are being made. And I understand encouraging local businesses to expand and the benefit, but wanted to just say that we need to start keeping an eye towards, I know right now the county hasn't really taken an active role in withdrawing the portion that the county, or keeping the part that the county should be getting. So I know that's a bigger discussion, but I'd like to see at some point we see the commission sees how much it means in loss of revenue to the county. And I know this is the early stage, just the notification of that special hearing, public hearing. But just something for everyone to keep in the back of their mind, because the county has been saying for years that our revenue is down. And it's one thing that we need to keep an eye towards, I think. That's all I have, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Commissioner Anderson. Anybody from the administration like to comment on this question? I think
It's okay.
yes, I understand your concern, Mr. Anderson, and I hope the administration paying attention to that too. Motion been made and supported. If there are no other discussion, all those who agree signify by saying aye. I think it's receive and file, right?
Receive and file, yes.
Yes. All those who agree signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, motion carried. Next item.
Item 2, requesting commission approval of modification 4 to a grant agreement with the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development.
Okay, I think we'll have a motion and support, then we open it for discussion. If it's
Move
I'll
for
move it.
approval. Move for approval.
okay, is that who supported it?
I'll support. Varga moved. I'll support.
Okay, a motion been made and supported. Any discussion?
Mr. Chair.
Commissioner Dobb.
Commissioner Dobb, I was just wondering if there was someone here from the administration who could just kind of give an a brief overview of this grant agreement and what's going on with the homeless shelters? Just kind of give us an update of what's happening lately.
Yes, I think we have with us Mr. Carroll, who really been involved with those issues for a long time and consider him expert in those areas. Mr. Carroll.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm not sure how brief I can be. We do, if any commissioner has a specific question to any of the organizations, we do have Wayne Metro and Samaritas on the meeting this morning.
Also, ChristNet.
Pardon me?
Well, ChristNet as well. Jeff Rutches from
ChristNet as well.
Yeah.
Thank you. We went back because it just got to be a little cumbersome, Commissioner Dobb, about just, trying to add in more money. So what we did was we went back to in the budget document, the document titled CARES Act Plan Amendment, shows you every cent we've got from CARES Act from March 27th, 2020. So there have been 4 major tranches of funding that have come through, and this shows you how we programmed every penny of that, or proposed to program every penny of that money. The biggest thing that is new right now for the commission is the food distribution, which is increasing to Wayne Metro, and for the first time ever to Focus Hope, as well as the establishment of an overnight shelter in the city of River Rouge. And you'll recall that this goes back to take the place of the shelter that was temporarily located in the city of Wyandotte, and actually the certificate of occupancy expired at the end of September last year. So I think maybe the best way to do it, Mr. Chairman, is to take any questions people may have, but the real meat of the proposal is in that multicolored document called CARES Act Plan Amendment.
Okay, Commissioner Dobb.
Yes, thank you, Cherry. So for the food distribution, is that a program that will be like a centralized location where people will go and get their groceries?
I'll answer it, and then probably if you need more information, turn it over to Wayne Metro. There's actually 2 new food distribution grants that we're proposing in this. One is for Focus Hope, that would be a stationary distribution of foodstuffs in the city of Inkster, where they currently have an ongoing program. And then the other one is to Wayne Metropolitan Community Action Agency, which has come up with a rather unique system of allowing online ordering and virtually contactless delivery to those who are qualified.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering if we were moving in that direction for people who don't have transportation to get to those static food distribution locations. So I'm very happy to see that program.
Yeah, my hat's off to Wayne Metro for doing that.
Definitely. And then one final question: where can people go online, or is there a telephone number that people can call to get information if they need to find shelter or they need food? How can residents of Wayne County get this information?
I think that the best way to go about it is to call one of the numbers that is published by Wayne Metro. We would like to sort of direct everything in that way, because their centers can actually parse out then people to everybody for everything that is needed. And they may not actually provide the service, but they can tell people where to go.
Okay, and I see someone put in the chat some information for me. So I'll check out waynemetro.org, and I'm sure there will be a phone number and information that I can get out to my constituents. So thank you very much. That's all I had. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Commissioner Dobb. Any other question? From
Yes,
any other
Mr. Chair.
commissioner? Yes, go ahead, Commissioner.
Thank you. Rental assistance. Is this also, I believe it's through Wayne Metro. I wanted to know if there were any other organizations that are assisting with rental assistance, but as well with mortgage related tax issues.
Well, ours is totally rental assistance. And when we went back to HUD and tried to get the mortgage assistance rolled in, they would not allow that. There are some individual programs for mortgage assistance, but the bulk of the money right now is going towards rental assistance.
Okay, and this is all the CARES money, not necessarily the
ARP money.
ARP money, right?
You're exactly correct.
Okay, and when are we looking at rolling out, or do you know, or anyone on the line know when we are going to look at the ARP monies?
We're putting together proposals right now for presentation to the commission that will talk about primarily, I believe, rental assistance for ARP money.
Okay. And I believe, I don't know if there's someone from Wayne Metro on that can talk to unemployment assistance. I know we had them in a meeting before, and they had some type of resources for assistance in getting unemployment, just maneuvering through that whole process.
We have with us this morning the CEO of Wayne Metro, Mr. Louis Fisker. I'm going to let him take over.
Great, thank you.
Thanks, Terry, and thanks, Commissioner. And I also have with me to help me out is Mia Harnos. Mia is our Chief Strategy and Innovation Officer, and she's with me as well. Mia, did you want to talk about some of our navigation services through the Connect Center that can help Wayne County residents?
Yes, please go ahead.
Of course I do. Good morning, commissioners and Mr. Chair. Good morning, Terry and team. Yes, absolutely. So I did throw in the chat some things that I want to point to for everyone is that our universal number to the Wayne Metro Connect Center is 313-388-9799. There's also toll-free numbers on the website. There are visual and hearing impaired folks. We speak lots of languages. So that's going to be the best place to direct people. We have an interactive website that has a chat. So we're pretty fully accessible. In terms of the navigation for unemployment and really any other service, Harnos is Harnos, Joe. So, part of the service is really to get folks connected to the multiple services that can help them, in addition to unemployment, any signups for state benefits, the state emergency relief, any food assistance, childcare, like really anything that you could think of. Wayne Metro is going to try to, connect the dots for folks. In terms of mortgage assistance, I know someone brought that up. We anticipate that we will be receiving some mortgage assistance in some form via the American Rescue Plan anytime soon. We would be very much open to helping to support any mortgage assistance programs, that Wayne County would like to engage us on. Right now, we are really focused on the rental side until the mortgage side comes in. However, I'm actually rewriting a message right now out to folks who are on waiting lists for a multitude of programs. And basically we're saying, we haven't forgot about you or your request for assistance. And we will be letting you know as soon as funding becomes available. Right now, we've got some resources to help. We've got workshops, virtual workshops that are both live and recorded. We've got home ownership, home counseling. We've got housing counselors on hand. And really right now, what these messages are, and they go out to thousands of people now pretty much every week because we're managing multiple lists. Basically, we're saying, get ready, call your service provider, talk to them about payment plans. We know, just so that they know that your intention, that you've already applied or that you are, planning to apply for assistance as soon as it becomes available. Hopefully that's kind of answering your question, but really it's, about making the community aware of when we believe funding will be coming available, and then how to, on a large scale up, our response efforts once those mortgage dollars become available. Did that answer your question?
Yes. Yes, it did. However, the capacity to handle the number of residents that have concerns, what is your capacity like there at Wayne Metro?
So I would say, I point to a couple things. We have 60 full-time people who are Connect Center representatives. So they are responsible for the website, the chats, all of the phone calls coming in, and all of these large-scale communications. So those are 60 full-time information referral specialists. We also just brought on 100 additional processors for rent. And we are bringing on an additional, I think, 54 staff over the next couple of weeks to grow capacity in rent. And so that's kind of the numbers that we're dealing with, commissioners, is like 50 to 100 hires kind of at a time when these big programs come on. And so we are imagining that these additional people we have hired then for rent, we will be then training them on the next iteration, which could be mortgage. We are also, I think we have 20 to 25 full-time staff that are just working on property tax issues and foreclosures as well through, some through the Gilbert Family Fund. So we have multiple fronts on housing stability right now.
Yeah, Commissioner, this is Lewis. Thank you, Mia. To add to Mia's comments, regarding the Connect Center in those 60 full-time staff, we're taking anywhere between 500 to 750 calls a day from Wayne County residents. Our wait times are averaging about 2 minutes or less, and so we're doing good on the intake side. From an overall staffing perspective, we've gone from about 400 Wayne Metro team members over the last year to we're just approaching 800. So we have more than doubled our internal capacity to handle these additional COVID relief dollars.
Great. Well, I
Go ahead, Commissioner.
Commend you on the work that you're doing, and I can imagine it's overwhelming with the the number of calls and citizens that are having issues, from rental issues to domestic issues. So I just wanted to know what your capacity was. The last question I had is the food insecurity issues that we're dealing with right now. I read in our briefs that you had a food truck now, and you may have had it previously. I just wasn't aware of it. But does the food truck go to certain areas at certain times, or is it like a on-call type food truck? How does the food truck move through the community?
Commissioner, this is Mia again. I think it depends on the food truck, and I think it depends on which program. So I think the one probably that is closest to what you are describing that we've done recently is the Fresh Marketplace.
Yes.
And we co-developed an online marketplace with a local distributor here called Atlas Foods. They're local family owned. What we were able to do is transition the food back when the pandemic hit that was coming for restaurants, and to support the local restaurant community, we transitioned that into then direct to consumer. So we were able to put boxes and kind of blend foods together, fresh chickens, fresh meats, fresh produce, things like that, into what families could use. So keep those supply chains up and running. So that was really exciting. Yeah, I mean, we stood up the online marketplace. Families purchase, with credits online. We did, porch deliveries in very specific high need communities. And we did that at the height of the pandemic. And then we switched over when the school year started to really delivering then to our after school and Head Start families, because we knew about a food burden. That kids were going to be at home. And we did this in very close cooperation with Fish and Loaves Food Pantry, along with Atlas Foods. So now this next iteration that we're asking for, I did put a video link of the Atlas Food Project in the chat that you guys can kind of see. But this next iteration of food is really then now looking at the data, looking at folks who can't get out of their home still, who may still have health conditions, who have higher risk factors, maybe they're seniors, where we can continue the Fresh Marketplace concept, but in more targeted communities across Wayne County for folks who, who really can't still get out. So that's kind of the next iteration we are asking for supports on now.
Mia, please, can you tell us if the food program addressed the issue of halal or kosher or
oh yes,
special need?
Yes, absolutely. So we have learned, what we've learned is that families will tell us what they prefer to eat, and so that is why choice is so important. We ask things not only about food allergies and special needs, but we do also ask about, halal and kosher. And so we were able to continue because, again, there was halal chicken coming to the community. It just was not going out the way it normally would in our local restaurants. And so we were able to transition. But yes, Commissioner Jesus, yes, that is definitely part of the process. We also actually stopped taking certain foods such as pork, or we had to redo how we shipped certain items because we could not have things blending or mixing. And so we learned a lot along the way, in terms of preference. The one other thing I think that we're very proud of is the no waste idea, is that, when you're giving out, food to the masses without asking what these preferences or allergies or aversions are, you're actually creating, without without fault, there is waste that's created. So we found that we were able to really maximize impact. The other thing that you might see driving around is called the Wayne Metro Snack Wagon. And this is a version of our summer feeding program where we actually take a big conversion van out into the community and stop at different sites and deliver. So you will likely see a Wayne Metro Snack Wagon cruising throughout the county this summer. And those, I'm sorry, most of those sites are open to families, but I would encourage calling the Connect Center number just to make sure that there aren't any other closer sites to your home, that maybe it's not a Wayne Metro site. It might be a public school site, or it might be Starfish Family Services, but we can certainly point folks to those local summer food opportunities.
Can you tell us how many locations Metro Wayne have in Wayne County for the people who have difficulty to move from one area to other because they didn't have a car or bus route?
Yeah, Commissioner. So if we're talking about the food pantry, that would be a delivery that would come to doors. Now, again, capacity is always going to be an issue, but what we try to do is at least do a couple drops at each house one time, and that provides a pretty large, like staples. You could get a pantry box where you're getting oils and ketchups and things that are going to last a little bit longer. And then there are the fresh ones that have the frozen meats and the fresh veggies. And so the idea is to stretch food security over maybe a couple to 3 months. So these are larger portions, things that people can store and put in their refrigerators, and freezers to last a little bit.
Yeah, the question was how many office location you have in Wayne County.
Louis, help me out. How many locations do we have in Wayne County? Is it like
it's
30?
It's quite a bit. I mean, if we use some of our Head Start sites and add it to our office sites, we have about like 48 locations throughout Wayne County. I think for service centers, we're probably around 15 to 18 service centers. So we're pretty much spread out, Commissioner, for easy access throughout the county. And we have some like major hubs. We have a major hub downriver in Wyandotte. We have a major hub in the city of Detroit. We have a major hub in Highland Park. We have a major hub in Dearborn Heights. So we're pretty easily accessible. I don't think accessibility in terms of our locations is an issue for services.
Thank you. That answered. Any other question from any commissioner on this matter?
Commissioner,
Yes.
I just had a last question. If there is a number that I can call to directly to get in contact with Mia, that would be great. I have a event that I wanted to discuss with you.
Sure, I'm going to put my.
You went on mute.
Sorry, I said I will put my cell phone in the chat, and all commissioners can feel free to call or text me with questions and requests.
Great. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Mr.
I love all the
Chair,
questions. This has been great.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair.
Commissioner.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you,
Good morning.
Mia, to all the staff. I just want to take this opportunity and thank Wayne Metro and applaud you for everything that you're doing for the residents of Wayne County. On July 24th, on May 24th, I had a town hall meeting with your staff, with Jerome, with Shamma and Hiba. And it was a very informative town hall meeting, basically covering all the services that you guys offer. And I know you have a lot of resources in Wayne Metro. One of the areas that many people are waiting for is the mortgage assistance. Being a real estate broker, I know so many people entered into forbearance agreements, and they're going to be coming up, and a lot of people that I have talked to will be looking for help, and it's good that you'll be addressing this issue coming up soon. So, but I want to thank you again for everything that you're doing, and you have a wonderful staff. Charlotte, I forgot to mention her, and Hiba and Jerome and Shamma. They're great, amazing, very knowledgeable of all your services that you're offering to Wayne County. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Baydoun. I echo that team is absolutely amazing. They have not stopped literally since the pandemic started. We just continue to ask them to take it to the next level and serve thousands and thousands and thousands of households. So thank you for that. And I will also say that as soon as we are able, as soon as there is a way that we can come together and on when this mortgage funding becomes available, we are absolutely ready to help.
Any other question? Well, I really want to also thank you, and it's very impressive to see organization grow that fast from a couple hundred to almost 800 employee, and what you doing, it's something we all appreciate, supporting the people who need help. I have the pleasure and honor to talk with some of your staff, Miss Munzer and Hiba, and now both of you here explaining eloquently to what your service all about, and we hope to continue work together to serve the people of Wayne County. We appreciate that. If there are no other question, motion been made.
Mr. Chair.
Commissioner Anderson has his hand raised.
Yes, Commissioner.
I just wanted to add my thanks for what Louis and his staff are doing at Wayne Metro. It's just a great service in a time of need. And the need is probably not going to subside for some time, especially with the rental issues that'll be coming, and with the time, the suspension of the problem, the increasing problems, I should say, with the rental issues that are going to be coming. So I expect we'll have quite a demand for some time to come. I did also want to say hello to Mia and give Brian my best when you see him tonight. All right. Thank you all, and thank you for what you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Any other comment or question? Hearing, seeing none, motion been made and supported. All those who agree, this is for approval. Please, Madam the Clerk, take roll call, please.
Commissioner Varga,
Marie Iker or one other.
Commissioner Varga,
Yes.
Commissioner Palomera,
Yes.
Commissioner Baker McCormick, Commissioner Baker McCormick, Commissioner Dobb,
Yes.
Commissioner Baydoun,
Yes.
Commissioner Anderson,
Yes.
Chair Hattis,
Yes.
I'm sorry. Yes, you called my name.
yes. Are you voting yes?
Yes, I am. I'm sorry.
Okay, motion passes, and congratulations, and we hope to continue work together to serve the people of Wayne County. Chris.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Commissioner, and to all of the commissioners. We really appreciate the partnership and support that we get with Wayne County, and we are committed to continuing to work hard for residents every day. And again, we really appreciate the support, and thank you so much. Stay safe.
Thank you. That would be going to the full board next week on Thursday. And hopefully we'll have some of you there to answer any question for the full board. And Mr. Carroll, I'm sure he'll be there. I volunteered for a lot of things before, and I'm going to continue to do that. So thank you to all of you. Now we move to next item, please.
F, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
I have none presented to me. Next item.
Public comments.
Please unmute everybody, and then we could call for public comment.
Lines have been unmuted.
Anybody from the public like to comment on the Economic Development Committee issue? Another time, anybody from the public like to comment on the Economic Development Committee issues? For the third time? Okay, we could close the public comment, move to the next item.
Adjournment.
Move to adjourn.
Or
Motion been made and supported. All those who agree signify by saying aye.
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 We adjourn. Thank you to everyone.